I had to reset the sound. Can you hear the sound in the game?
Danganronpa.
I can't tell if that worked or not. Hopefully it did. Anybody there? Oh my god, I pressed the wrong button. No! I don't want to... Ba-ba-la-bum-bum-bum. Right, the intro music's getting a bit tired now. Do one more message to make sure people are coming. Okay, go reload my file. Get this going. 23rd, 2047. Oh. 2047. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay. Load. Okay, so we were about to start the trial. So that's what we will do. So I think, where did we get to? So I looked at everything. We'd been in there. We've seen the door knob had broken, but it can only be taken off with a toolkit, which only the boys have the toolkits.
Hey.
Trying to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether you or not did this. Oh, that's them talking. Whatever decision you rest upon, come up, follow your lead. Yeah, okay. I should have practiced my reading before coming in. Okay, so I think... Where are we going from here? This is my room. Leave the area? Okay.
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even if what you say is the absolute truth, you're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Fucking hell, he's fucking harsh. Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switched rooms. Is it because of me? Then it should have been me that died. Well, all we can say right now is that it's a possibility. That's really true, then. Yeah, I was... What about that? Let's see if Best Girl's found. This is Kyoko's room. No. loads of them down here. Okay.
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said that Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? Now that he mentions it, are those all girl nameplates on the left and all boys on the right? Yeah. Oh no, she's a girl. I thought I had an idea then, but I didn't. Very strange. Mr. Nagy, what was Miss Mizuno doing in your room? Let me just say this. I absolutely will not allow you to dispose of any evidence in the trash room. Do you really think I'm guilty? Oh yeah, we're going to go to the trash room, the AV room, to watch the DVD. So we need to... She wrote the message in with her blood. We know that as well. Let's go to the trash room. See if there's anything in the bin. One second. Sort out. Okay, there we go. Sorry, if there's two screens with the stream manager on it, one of them will stop working. Alright. The door won't budge, it must be locked. Is that like a furnace? There's a sturdy gate here, no way. Oh!
appears!
The end of the line. The trash room, this is where all the trash in school eventually winds up. How'd you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person with cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
We're just gonna say that over and over. This is stupid. It'd be faster to just go around and ask the others.
No, you can't go any further!
Cleaning duty has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Anything about cleaning duty? Right, so did I pick up the DVD? I think I've got to go get the DVD, haven't I? Go to Sayaka's room. Oh, this is definitely my room. The nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Okay. My room now then. Yeah. Hero. That's one fucking room. Unless I'm just being a dumbass. Probably being a dumbass. Fish tank. There's a bunch of little fish swimming around inside. I can't imagine how this could have anything to do with the case. I'm realizing there anyway, but before I click on it anyway. It's just a room. Okay, that room has just straight up disappeared. There was my room was between Sayaka's and Kyoko's. Yeah, my room's straight up gone. Okay. So where do I want to go? Laundry. Because they should have dirty clothes from the fight. Oh Christ. Washing machine. A washing machine that has nothing to do with the case. Nothing to do with the case. I'm going to investigate them all anyway. Fine, it doesn't want me to check anything here. A vending machine's still here. It still doesn't have any way of helping us solve the case. Right. Okay, to the DVD room. DVD room. Oh, it's the one right there. Blind. Looks pretty along the way though. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me!
He probably realised I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong!
Actually, no. Okay, who is? Boomy was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so let him have it. Ugh. So he's on cleaning duty then.
Count on it!
Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis, so I'm sure we will be up.
Got it!
And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Go back straight to in mode. Nothing inside. DVD player. We're not. Okay, let us play. The DVD is it? Okay, my cursor was nowhere near that. Punch through me. There's nothing now. My hand came into contact with the knob of Hifumi's room. I heard a rumbling like a herd of elephants stampeding down the hallway.
Mr. Naegi!
Hold it right there, Mr. Naegi. Huh?
There's no
Trying
way
to
to
enter
think
someone's
about
room
this
without
in
their
a
express
common
permission is
sense
the highest
kind
breach of etiquette.
So it would seem.
Whether it's related to the case or not, you must respect a person's right to privacy. True. Looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why'd you ask? Just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time.
Yeah.
So I formally applied for the position. I was going to start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open up the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go.
Of course! It's my job to gather up the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. We're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get into the trash room, and the only person on cleaning duty has the access to the key. What's the point of going to all the trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open at all times so we can throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So, in other words...
Actually, anyone who kills a fellow student becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
See why? If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying the evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Thrill? Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important than that.
Hey, you
Hey,
bastard!
Fatty, why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh,
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. But what's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did
Is
it.
it?
Like... dig through the girls' trash looking for, you know, poking around at a...
there's no way to
What are you
think
talking
about
about?
this
All
in
my
a
love
common
It's
sense
for
kind
2D.
You know what I mean.
There's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D and then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. Just spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily chose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is shower love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
Are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? Just so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, there's a very easy solution. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash, disposing of it. What?
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, what's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, another topic. Fumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favour to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around.
You.
Oh, okay. So easy. So Fumi and I headed down to the trash room. You'd like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? But you know, I look at it, it makes me think... They said he killed his wife, learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please, hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Fumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to flip the switch next to the gate. And then...
Mr. Naegi! Without a doubt.
Still, you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? You fiend, you planned this all along. No. Just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. The actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Wait, maybe a parallel world. Whatever, just hurry up and keep looking. Here we go, find some evidence. Something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burned piece of something. It's a cuff from a shirt. Burned piece like a hunk of burning love. Anyway, this looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape, part of the sleeve from the button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on the cuff, which means all that's left is some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people here with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Fiddly bong, burnt shirt piece has been added to the truth bullet section. There are shards of broken glass scattered around the front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
That... You know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. Oh, dang, I missed this one. Dragon Ball. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on a big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on the quest to find that one guy. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. Could all still be in the gym. I'd better go and find out for sure. Oh yeah, because we've got the psychic guy, haven't we? I mean, that's making an assumption, but the psychic guy doesn't seem to be very psychic. This is the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Oh, and it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
Pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later you'll be cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Okay. Huh? Someone turned the incinerator off? See, someone went in here while he had the keys. That's what I don't get. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a
Perhaps it
fairy?
was the work of the fairy. Rumi, do you realise what you just said?
Huh?
Huh? The fairy? No, you just said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. Yes, about that. There can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one that has the key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... That means someone... Sorry, a fly. That means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening the gate. How is that possible? Incinerator. Added to the truth bullets. This is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off and the whole those glass shards and burnt clovers weren't. What does it all mean, Mr. Nagy? Will you be confessing soon? Why me?
That's it.
Everyone already
I'm
knows you
sure
did
of
it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. It sounds like he's living on one of his comic book fantasies. Let's turn this off. Green button turns it on, the yellow button turns it off. Or so it seems, anyway. Well, let's turn it off then. Surely the first thing you would do is turn it off if it's on. But we do have more evidence. It's a huge trash can. Is that where we're supposed to put whatever trash we can't burn? Well, whatever it's for, it doesn't look like it's hiding any clues. Apart from that point. Just his belly! Hey, Mr. Nagy, you seem a little down. Oh, really? If you need help lifting your spirits, call on me anytime.
Come on.
I've got all kinds of
on.
stuff that can help cheer you up. Okay. There's 3 things we needed to do, and I can't remember what it was. I'm not sure if you're there, Bader. Oh, do you remember what it was? I thought there was the DVD, the trash room, and something else. Take a look. We don't have access anymore. Yeah, I forget as well. There's no room here. That's still got my picture on it. It's definitely my room, but the nameplate has the name on it. Nameplates in my room, Sayaka's room, were switched. So all of that effort I put into switching the rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? The dorm nameplates have been added to the... Okay, so basically, the lock... His room... That's why the door was broken, because the lock. It was actually a girl's room, pretending to be a boy's room. I go in. There can only be one thing in the trash can, about the DVD, Sayaka's name on it. Sayaka got really upset after seeing whatever was in that video. Wonder what did she see? Might be not directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out anyway. Sorry, Sayaka, I need to borrow this DVD. Okay, so someone changed the door and swapped the locks around to make this look like a girl's room. Sayaka, no, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. All that's in here is a sewing kit and an organ map. No useful clues. Same thing. Nothing else in here. Other strings. Oh. It's good to check everything out if I'm getting these coins from. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing school crest. I don't even want to think about what I might show up on that next. Okay, let's go to the DVD room. We've got the DVD. What was laundry? I think the laundry room was the other thing I was thinking of. I'm going to check it again, because last time I looked at a couple things and I stopped. Case. Oh, see, this is why we've got to check them. I want to get Kyoko. I need to get more coffee for Kyoko, don't I? So I'm not sure how many coins I gave last time to get the coffee. Ooh. I want to press that. Press the fucking... There we go. Some magazine laying around. No help there. Swimsuit hanging out to dry, but it has nothing to do with what's going on. Okay. How many coins do you... I'm going to go in the shop quickly. How many coins do you think it is to get the coffee? Did I try 3 coins? I think I got coffee after putting 3 coins in. Give it another try. The shucks. Gonna be coffee. What is it? Crisps? Oh, did I get a bonus one or something? Ah. T-shirt, okay. Scissors. By the way, I've got the second game as well. I don't think I own the third game. Okay, a doll. Right, to the DVD room. Okay, so we're going to see what's on Sayaka's video. Hopefully. That DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. Pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. Standing on stage, front and centre, was a face I recognised all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friend she said had been so important. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept. It said that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then a voice that I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark. And in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Oh. All her friends are dead. What the? Sayaka disappeared from stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed, even more than that, figures of the other girls had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after the game, was that? About warning, the video cut off. That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Nothing inside. I already watched the DVD, there's nothing there. Probably safe soon. The ultimate liar is in here. That's the best. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let's agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend to revealing anything until the class trial. Okay, then. Do you have any suggestions for where I could start looking?
Well...
So annoying. You must fumble around 50 blindly for clues. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. It seems the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. Trash room? We've already been in the trash room. Perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there is one little problem.
As for me...
That place is filthy. I'd rather die than set foot in there. I'm trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. But that's... Let's see if I can get any more coins. The entrance is blocked by a huge slab of metal. And machine guns. There's some kind of mailbox, but there's nothing is. I don't think anything's going to help me solve the case. Okay. Right. Where's the trial hat? Oh, the display case of trophies and other items. I need to save. Oh yeah, you, crystal ball. Hey Hero, can I ask you something? No, I've got to get out of here. I've got to get out now. I've had enough. I've got to break free. Hero, snap out of it. Oh, Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball. It's smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break?
What?
Was it actually made of glass, not crystal? That guy totally duped me. He said it belongs to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled the crystal ball controlled the world. But seriously, BS? Let's put that aside for now. So you can say without a doubt this belongs to you. Yeah, it's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Some laundry room. I did look in there. Someone must have come by and snatched it. Left it in the laundry room? I mean, anyone could have found it and taken it. Data board has been updated in the proof bullet section. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to like $1 million. $1 million. That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Hey Chihiro, I was hoping to ask you something.
Huh?
But what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote the number 1... Ah, that's the other thing. 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could there be a code or something? Sorry, no. It's the code to a door. Door code. I think. Hero, because they swapped the codes back and forth. I was thinking maybe it was like a code to one of the bathrooms. Probably wrong. The hero slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks for trying. Even she doesn't know. She could be, maybe she knows more than she's letting on. No, it couldn't be. I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body, touched her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in the movies. She really is dead. Nothing else to say, she's gone. Okay. So we're going to go to the laundry room. I'm going to go through all the other places first. Let's go in each room, clear the place out. There. This is the girls' bathroom. Obviously, I can't go in. Can't go in there yet. Rattle, rattle. Door won't budge. It must be locked. Oh, shoot. In again? Oh no, I've been in it. I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, that room. Needs already. In there. I'm on a Kuma's room. Rattle, rattle, the door won't budge, it must be locked. How's your day going, by the way, Bader? How you been, man? Okay, no one's in here. Head back. Kill someone just to take your own life. I've been living with someone like that. I think I might vomit. But what is Monokuma said really true? Did one of us really kill Sayaka? If the mastermind really was going to get involved, they wouldn't just have killed us, what, day one? Good point. By the way, how's your investigation going? I already told you I don't do blood, so I don't plan on doing any investigating. Besides, I already know who did it.
This is
After all, where was Sayaka killed? In your room, right? What more proof do we need? We already know the truth. You really didn't trust me at all. Yeah, it was alright. It was alright, thank you. My copy of Ghosts of Tsushima should be here on Friday. I'm taking Friday off to stream it. It'll be my first launch stream. I tried doing a launch stream with Final Fantasy VII, but it didn't work very well, if you remember correctly. But that was so long ago now. So yeah, I'm going to give that a go. So I'm looking forward to that. But my day was alright. I ate too much. You know, you're investigating the dining hall, although the gyms are opening soon here. So that'll be interesting. Right, I think I'll go late at night. Like, I'll go at like 9 o'clock. You know, you're investigating the dining hall. Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all first for me, you know? I don't have the first clue what I should be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've been just kind of hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Okay, to the laundry room again. Where's the trial going to take place?
By the way,
You know, I realised something while I was on guard. The killer could have easily destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room in the dorms, right? They could have tossed stuff in there. We've already been in that room.
You son of a bitch!
Dirty bastard. Anyone could raise their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death. That's why what my brother
You're
told me.
fucking dead.
So if I ever find a son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in. But whatever. What if that girl was into it?
Yo.
I'll get sorted out when the time comes. There's the trash room again. That's how they got in through there. Where's that? Actually, the door won't budge, it must be locked.
Come on.
Yeah, that's what he said. I already gave the incinerator a good once over, so I think I'm okay there. Thanks for Fumi's help, I was able to get inside. Phew, so is that everything? Close what you open, put away what you take out, sleep after you eat, take care of what you buy. Keep that gung-ho attitude in mind, but we still gotta do the actual legwork, right? One of those things he said was definitely not like the others.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not sure where to go now. Locked. Can't think of anything that's needed. That's needed a code. Okay. So we switched rooms, so they must have switched the keys as well. Can I go in other people's rooms? I want to see if someone's missing a toolkit.
Very strange.
But why is she acting in the room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? Oh, this is place before. I'll give you permission to do that. Get your hand off that door. Sorry. Well, I can't imagine this has got anything to do with the case anyway. I haven't been in his bathroom yet. No, I can't let myself get depressed again. I need to search for clues. In here. Not sure where to go. All looks like it's coming off hinges. Where to go now? I checked every room in there. Another room in here that I can't see. Oh. Oh, I've not been in here yet. There's a bunch of vegetables all piled up. Oh, the knife. The knife's got to have come from here. I don't see anything noteworthy about it. Oh. Knives. The missing knife. There we go. There are all kinds of kitchen knives here too. Big, small, but looks like one of them is missing. Is it missing from the very beginning, or... No, I better see if anyone knows more about it. Who else would know, though? Right, so I've got to talk to everyone again in order to find out who knows about the knives. Marbled meats, salted meats. No knives. No time to be thinking about food. Meat. Okay, so we found 3 clues, which is what I was aiming for. But now we need to talk to everyone. She said she was in here last night, so she should have seen anyone going in and out. Hey, so did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, the knife just suddenly disappearing like that. So it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope, last night I remember they were all lined up in a nice neat row. When did you notice one of them had disappeared? So when did you notice one of them disappeared? Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, we were right there in the dining hall when someone came in and took it. You should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night. Which proves I didn't take it. Oi's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. By the way, did you really kill Sayaka? Oh, of course not. I would never. She was my bestie. I'll let her die. Did you really think I murdered her? Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still, like, killed her. On the other hand, 2 people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. When you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Oh, here we go. Is it time for the trial?
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, hmm?
Hmm.
It's time for the long-awaited class trial!
Woo! After an hour of playing, we get to the trial.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. Now, where I have to. Hey, Ariana. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, squirrel? You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. They really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Taka both knew that all too well. But then, who is the killer? The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting. Get started.
Hey!
There's no point standing around there, settle your resolve and step into the future.
Impossible.
Damn, we're really going to go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it. They're all going to say so.
Got it!
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe you're obviously leaning that way.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, in the end I wasn't able to do any looking around at anything. Is this really how Sayaka would have wanted to find out who killed her? Guess I have no choice but get on this elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. And it means someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's on. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was ready on the elevator when I stepped on. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how the death row inmates feel when his time's finally come.
Oh.
Rather than that, it's not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? Like a Hollywood movie set, right? Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now. We did what we said and found our seats. facilities for arranging a giant circle. It was set up that everyone could see everyone else. How was your day, Ariana? How have you been? It also meant it would be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. They don't look like they're sitting to me, they look like they're standing. And so the curtain on our first case opened. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, deadly betrayal, a deadly banana, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Ooh, it's prompting a save. Make a new save for that. Okay, so we've got court preparation. Skills. Increases damage to the opponent when their statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. I don't know what this means. Okay, so I've got one skill. Okay, I suppose I'll finish preparations. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Yeah.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Or someone's missing. Is someone missing?
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, it's everyone's lives are on the line. First non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, sure. The first time. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right one. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, have fun. Good luck. Evidence destruction.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely.
Fire.
Dad, the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what she just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there'd be no explanation for what happened in my room. For this first debate, we would like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradiction, the argument will repeat. In a group of statements, some words appear in a different colour. Do you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always inaccurate, effective of the person's statement. Your truth bullets can only be effective against these weak spots. But when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding the circle button. Well then, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, and the murder took
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong!
No, it's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Maybe. That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The fucking knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Not random.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's got to be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. I know damn well I'm not the killer. a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. You can concentrate by holding down the R1 button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay close attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, you can steady your aim, making it easier to target potential. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if the focus empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No. Well then, good luck and have fun. I mean, this, I've just been pressing
So
what
I
I've been
guess
telling
there's
you.
no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? You did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Objection.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Oh, kid on the right there sweating.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. They're saying the knives disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall. Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Hey, Badger. Welcome to the chat. Do you want me to bring you up to speed? So I can bring you up to speed if you like. Because this is a long old game. We're on the first trial. And how's your evening going? Oh, you've got the cat! You've got the kitten! That's so cool. Okay, so the main character, Makoto, gets invited... he wins a lottery to join like a prestigious school. The school is full of students that are the top of their field, as it were. And they're all the ultimate. So this girl here, Toko, she's the ultimate writer. The guy next to her is the ultimate fanfic writer. It's all a bit wacky. The main guy, he won by lottery, so we think he's ultimately lucky. As each character appears on screen, I'll tell you what they're ultimate at. Then they all wake up in this school, and it's basically a prison. And in order to get out, they have to kill someone. Well, they have to kill anyone and get away with it. So one person died, and it was the main character's best friend. They all think it was him that did it. Then another girl attacked the evil robot guy and then got killed on the spot. So 2 people are dead technically. Only one of them's been murdered, and this is what we're going over now. It's a bit like Ace Attorney, like a horror version of Ace Attorney. Okay, what if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl?
Oh, she's the ultimate swimmer.
Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, 2 people can work together.
We don't know what she's the
but one of
ultimate
them
of.
has
She's
no
the ultimate
chance of
something.
profiting from it.
The guy on the right is the ultimate biker gang leader. not just an ultimate biker, but an ultimate biker gang leader. The muscular lady on the left is the ultimate martial artist.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they
Ultimate
just
programmer.
didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
He's a robot bear.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
This is the player character.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate.
She's the ultimate
After all,
gambler,
she
otherwise
just
known
said
as the
she was
Queen
in
of
the dining
Lies.
hall.
So yeah, she's not to be trusted.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that? I can.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Oh, he's the ultimate clairvoyant, even though he's not very good at it.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
She's like the obvious, like, not target. She's an obvious, what's the word? She's up to something, she's always nervous. But that could just be a red herring.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy
this
and
guy's the
girl
ultimate
spending
moral
the night
compass.
together? It's unwholesome!
Unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
He's like the ultimate rich boy. The ultimate affluent something or other. He's a dick.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
He's someone who's not here. Are you talking about
Sayaka.
Sayaka? That's my
She's the one
bestie
who
that
came
died.
to the dining hall.
She's the one.
And then later, she wound up dead.
I thought Sayaka was like gonna kill me, so I avoided her for the day. And she was being really, really nice. And she was like, "We're besties. I'll help you out." I was like, "No, you're an evil robot from space." And then she died that same night. She wasn't an evil robot from space. I was wrong, and now she's dead. Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka?
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility.
So she was going to go kill someone else?
And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Maybe she was going to kill me.
When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
I was going to say maybe it was going to be for self-defense, but in her room, there was their sword.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Unsure? I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Damn it, I didn't kill no one.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're going to blame me for the murder. When they understand, they convince me everyone's going to die. Oh, the rule here, by the way, Badger, is if they can choose who the murderer is. If they get it wrong, the murderer survives and everyone else dies.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is
She's
the killer,
best, girl. She's
wouldn't
got
you
purple
say?
hair.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Something that should have been there that wasn't there? The first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear? Yes. This is the first trial, so they're still giving me rules. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and then press triangle to shoot the desired letters. Okay, this is a little bit weird, but why not? If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to influence a gauge. Okay. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be a crucial point. If you can figure out what that something is. Hangman's Gambit. 4 letters. I don't get it. I don't really understand what I'm doing. I don't get it. Okay. Hair. Yeah, it was hair. There's no hair there. There's...
Now I understand.
That's what I'm saying. That someone had cleaned the room. There wasn't his hair, there wasn't her hair,
right.
There's no hair.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Well, you didn't get to see the murder scene, Badger.
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true,
Yeah,
very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
There's also, in this room, there's an empty seat. I think that there's a student. There's another student there that no one's seen yet.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then
Yoko's
Makoto
best
isn't the
girl.
culprit?
She's the voice of reason.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
Yeah, she wrote the number with blood.
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
I think the bad person was in the bathroom to start with. But I'm probably wrong.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
Yeah, the doorknob was broken.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind.
Yeah,
Do you remember,
the killer was
Makoto?
waiting in there for her. And when they opened it, he ran back. And then a kerfuffle happened. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom. The evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. He broke the doorknob.
I got it!
I got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
The door in his bathroom, you had to lift up the door and pull it because there was something wrong with the door frame, but obviously the murderer didn't know that, so they pulled at the door.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the
only
doorknob's
boys
about ready to
have
fall off?
toolkits. In each of the guys' rooms, they were given a toolkit. All of the girls were given sewing kits with showing people's organs, like murder implements, basically, to try and get them to kill each other. So I know it's a guy that killed her. Because, yeah.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then.
This is why Kyoko's best girl.
Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Hopefully, I'm a super private investigator. I reckon the murder was in the bathroom already. But Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Would you like to know more? Absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. The truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only use a truth bullet on the wrong one, not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Hey, Foxy the best fox. Are you indeed the best fox? How's it going? Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job.
It was you! We already
It wasn't
know
locked,
the
it was
answer.
broken. Oh, sorry. Well, I reckon you are the best fox, because that's your name. So why else would you be called the best fox?
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong.
No, it's wrong! It wasn't because it was locked. The door frame was locked.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, The girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in
I
bathrooms,
don't know if
right?
I'm the best Fox. Leave me alone. Welcome to the channel, Foxy the Best Fox. That's what I meant to say.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
It was already broken.
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door... That's not lucky at all!
Well, it's lucky
So the
that we
reason
swapped
the door
rooms.
didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
point. Would you like me to bring you up to speed? I don't mind giving you briefly bring you up to speed if you like.
The killer could easily make that mistake.
I'm going to be playing
Thanks to
through
one
the
important
entire.
detail about the scene of the crime.
I'm going to be playing through the entire series, which, at my pace, may take a while. Killer could easily make that mistake thanks to one important detail about the scene. Killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked. He thought it was the girls' room. Because Sayako there may be? They didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. Do we continue the game, or to continue and tell you? Or to give you an update. Therefore, the important detail about the scene of the crime was that they didn't know was the crime took. Didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it!
I got it.
The killer
Continue
must
again.
not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's
Inconceivable.
inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Objection!
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Old sweaty boy over there has not said much for a while.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Everyone dies.
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No, because if you get it wrong, everyone dies.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
I want to see someone recreate that hairdo in real life. That would be fucking amazing. I'm sure there's probably loads of cosplayers that have done it. It's just I've not seen it.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
Who do I think it is? So far, I honestly don't know, but I think it's one of the guys. Because I think they didn't... I think they would have tried using maybe... The boys have their own toolkits that they were given. But I think it's one of the guys. But now, all the information they've given me, I'm not so sure.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so...
I mean, one thing I do think is, because they woke up in this school, and all the windows have been covered in, like, metal. Yeah, literally metal. I don't think they woke up a day later. I think they're like 200 years in the future. I think outside of that school, everyone's dead. I think there's some wacky shenanigans going on. That's... Yeah. I think shit's gone weird on the outside of that place.
Well, I was just wondering, how'd the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative!
Normally I
If you
spend
remember,
most of these
Monokuma made it quite
talking
clear
a
that
lot.
the locks are
I'm
all
glad
unpickable.
that some of this is voiced. Negative, you remember Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just
No, because
let
they
him in.
agreed not to let even them each other in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
What is he? He's the ultimate... Okay, Leon is the ultimate baseball star, just to give you his background. He doesn't even like baseball. This guy is the ultimate fanfic writer.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
What a nerd. She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... What? No. I'm running out of time. No way Sayaka let someone in because... I actually don't know. They had an agreement. They both said to each other that they wouldn't even let each other in the room. There's none... That one. Victim cycle. Okay, so no one should be up at that time. I'm going to present this one. No, I mean, maybe not. Okay. Right, I deserve that. Mr. Naegi, you disputed my statement, so let's hear a believable reason why I'm wrong. It looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Oh, okay, so I've got a life there. She asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. Oh. She asked me... There's no way to let... Because... Asked me to... Switch the rooms.
I got it!
Sorry,
Because
that was the obvious
Sayaka
one.
was already
I
scared,
was thinking
remember?
too deeply.
That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point in even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me.
Yeah, she got the knife.
Can you still deny the possibility?
She was going to go kill someone. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Get the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search.
Oh, I wondered,
and I
I didn't
shaded
find
in
that.
the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you
Sayaka
can
was
see the
trying to
words.
frame the main character. So the bestie that I felt sad for not being friends with was trying to frame me. She was going to kill someone, and then she would have swapped the room name back, and it would have been my room. So I've been framed anyway. Fuck it. When you write, can I leave an imprint sketch over the next sheet of paper and see the words?
When I saw that,
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap, I better...
I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now
It's
on.
good, Coyote. Welcome, dude.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be
Kyoko
surprisingly
is still best
useful
girl.
sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
I still think she might be a robot from the future, but still, she's best girl.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write it?
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Did she do this? Then that note. Sayaka wrote it?
But
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of
Hey,
getting
welcome
in
back.
touch with a certain someone.
That was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
She's a liar. Oh. Yeah.
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Make your argument. One nameplate.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
They went into my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's room.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone, then they would have gone to
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even
That's
if
the wrong
someone
one.
did read them, they would not have any...
It certainly would seem that way.
Well,
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, but in the note, it specifically says, I see.
So then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying.
no, that's wrong.
no, it's wrong. Objection.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
Switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's
I
room.
love that all their rooms have pixel versions of themselves. I want a pixel version of myself on the outside of my door.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No, of course not. Did nothing.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Oh, this guy's sweating. The only person who could have switched the nameplates, the only other person who knew we had switched rooms was Sayaka.
I got it!
Got it.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
She was luring someone. I think she was trying to frame you, buddy. You've been framed anyway.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Sayaka was trying to frame you, Kodo. Maybe she was a robot. Something I want to talk to you about, just us two, in 5 minutes. Come to me in my room, Sayaka. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
I agree, Foxy. I don't like it either.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
Yeah, because the body would be found, and in the morning, everyone would think Makoto killed whoever was in that room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room.
Okay, this is going to talk about the fight.
That's
that
where the
ensued.
answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Well, we know one of them picked up the fake sword.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
It was, because they mentioned that the gold, whatever it is, like the gold paint would come off it, and then there was a lint roller in there that had been used.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought
He
it
was
might come in
stabbed, yeah.
handy if I had to defend
But they
myself.
found the knife. They found the kitchen knife in her. Not to say that they could have put the kitchen knife in it after the sword.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Yeah, it's got the gold paint on it.
I got it!
Got it!
All you have to do is take a good look at her broken
Hey,
wrist,
Hyden, welcome,
and it should
buddy.
become pretty clear.
Oh, Coyote, you can't see it, dude. But under your first there, you will have. I've added. If you look in my information, I've added sub badges. Really cool sub badges as well. I'm not sure what your first is. Both you and Heisen both have a first. I don't know how to let you. Well, because you sub, you should have one. But if you look in my information, you should see. And I've got kitten cat, a school cat, uni cat, lab cat, test pilot cat, and then space cat. I'm not sure why I can't see it on yours. You've got a first as well. What's your first for? I don't understand. I better carry on anyway. All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist and it should become pretty clear.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so
I want to know what your favorite cat is, Coyote.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
I like test pilot, the pilot cat. I like it. He's got like the look on his face is really cool. Right, then it's time to solve this mystery. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Okay. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? To a degree, yeah. Start with the next debate. I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute a proper statement. Space Cat. Space Cat's cool. Space Cat's at a year, so we won't see Space Cat for a while, sadly. But... I like Lab Cat. Lab Cat's got a little ID badge on with a cat face. I like how it comes full circle. It goes from being a kitten to being a space cat with an umbilical cord. All comes full circle. Okay, so Foxy thinks it's the blonde-haired dude. Okay. Which blonde-haired dude? Well, the main character, Makoto. Oh, do you mean that guy on the left there, the ultimate affluent person? Yeah, he's definitely not a nice guy, but I'm not sure if he's the murderer. Well, I'm not sure who it is. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes, this time the logic difficulty will be set to me. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay, here we go. Yeah, he does seem to have all the answers, that guy. Okay, replica sword, kitchen knife set, replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yes, I see. So what you're saying is I have absolutely no idea. Shoot. I need to think about it one more time. There must be... Oh, shit. I jumped in too fast.
Broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I should listen to the whole thing.
That's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Personally, this sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how certain parts of the sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
I'm gonna try.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit, and that's when the first sword-based sneak attack.
That's not what I wanted to do.
No, it's wrong.
Oh. Okay, I might have accidentally got it right. No, I was thinking the knife was
Actually,
never
no.
hidden. She had it.
I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Yeah. Because they're saying that it was a sneak attack. I don't think it was a sneak attack.
Why not?
Because she was attacking him, not the sword attacking her.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath.
Yeah, there might be a scratch on the sword itself, but not on the sheath.
If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
No, she attacked him, or it, or her, or them.
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Part of her body that shows she never used the sword. If you want to use a sword, which part of your body would you have to touch it? The parts.
I got it!
One option was her
You're
stomach.
talking about her palms, right?
Yeah, there's no gold in it.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Okay.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathrooms at night time. The water's off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30
The water gets
a.m.
turned off at 10.
In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have to... The one who damaged the sheath would have had to have been the one without the sword. Yeah,
I got it!
got it!
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
For fuck's sake, we've been saying this for like the last half an hour.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Damn it! Do you know what? I avoided her because I thought she was going to try and kill me. And then she died and I felt really, really bad because I had avoided it. Now I'm going to find out that she was trying to fucking shit. Fucking roller coaster. What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
That's why she'd been buddying with me. That's why she was being so nice to me.
Plus, she was the ultimate cop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
I mean, she came to Makoto before it was nighttime and said that someone was trying to get into her room. We never actually saw that happen, so yeah.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument! You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it! Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Which one's kind of cute?
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Oh, you want the teddy bear? I bet you can get him. Dying message, right? So she put a number on the wall. It's 11037.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
And there's more clues.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Oh yeah, if they don't pick who killed them, then everyone dies. There's still a clue left, I'm sure of it. I left it on the wall where she was leaning up against. Yeah, that's the number I was talking about.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Objection!
No, that's wrong! still might be one clue left.
His shirt does have red on it.
Sayaka's dying message.
There's I think there's 11037.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood.
Nani?
There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Got time, so...
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask...
Is it Leon, is it? I took a picture of it a couple days ago when I last played. Let me take a look, see if you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you got it. You got it, Foxy. It's written upside down. And between the ones, there's a diagonal.
Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
It was her right. Oh, there's no question Sayaka wrote this message. I can prove it. It's the right wrist. Right wrist.
Shoot!
Shoot. Oh, I'll turn down the action music. 1 second. Okay, hopefully that's better for you, Coyote. Okay, so I've got to pause this because there's a timer. But Heisen has asked for a Ferris wheel fact. Okay, so at the moment there's no sound at all, Heisen, because I've paused the game. But so you want a ridiculous fact about Ferris wheels? Okay, ridiculous fact about Ferris wheels. The first Ferris wheel was found by the ancient Mesopotamians, now known as Iraq. They found, buried 100 feet under the ground when they were mining, they found a circular device, and they never knew what it was. But they believed it was made by gods that preceded them, their civilization. So what they did was, when they found this particular one, they unearthed it and they brought it back to the surface piece by piece, and they recreated it. And then they recreated it, and then in secret texts they sent all around the world. They had different areas create them. And then they created a network of Ferris wheels. This is why you have the London Eye. This is why you have other ones that I don't know the names of all around the world, to create a network of Ferris wheels. And what they've actually done is, what they figured out was that these Ferris wheels create a network that keep the evil ones away. It's not made by a god, but to keep evil gods away. Evil star-traveling monsters. And that's why Ferris wheels actually exist, because it's even predating Mesopotamia that they made these Ferris wheels. Obviously, these days you've got things like the London Eye, where they're huge. So that's why, that's a ridiculous fact about Ferris wheels. That they create a global network to stop evil monsters from invading us.
I got it!
All odd numbers have the letter
The
E in
left
them.
index finger had blood on it.
He had to lean over to write it.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still... What the heck do those numbers mean?
Yeah, you can see the...
1, 1, 0,
You can see
3,
the
7?
between the ones, Leon.
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
I hope you liked your fact, Heisen. Hope you understand the truth now about them.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Oh, Leon's gonna die.
You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
They did, but nothing activated it. It's just a matter of having them that keeps the evil ones away.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Oh, come on, I know they're school kids, but I'm sure they would have tried looking at it from, like, the side or upside down. Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Okay, I want to trust her, but she knows too much. Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god.
Oh, I see it.
Now I
You wrote down the killer's name.
Huh?
Just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So,
And whose name did she write? His dying message reveals the killer's name. If you turn a message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's cute too, but slightly shocked. That's Coyote's best girl. I'm not sure. Well, for Foxy, Monokuma is the best bear. Heisen, do you have a best one? Mind you, I've only got a minute and a half. Leon, I'm sorry, buddy. Well, no, I'm not sorry.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around...
Okay, I didn't know if you had a best girl or guy.
It becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
I mean, she wrote that upside down, incredibly straight. So, props to her. Although she was wanting to frame me.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
I understand this is a game, but there's lots of redundant dialogue.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
They've got to stretch it out, I get it.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
I don't want to burn her, she's best girl. Although she can't be trusted.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I think I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Celeste's cool.
The
She's
burnt
the
shirt piece I found laying
queen
on
of
the ground by
liars.
the incinerator, right?
The ultimate gambler.
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
You got red on you.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
Yeah, but the only way he could have got into that incinerator is the fanfic guy, the one that got called a donkey earlier. He has the keys. So surely he must have let him in.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You wrote your name down, dude.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Best Girl is in on it. I mean, not in it on the murders, but I think she's in it with the bear. Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed? I've got enough lives to try each one, but no, this is wrong. Where the shirt was destroyed, if we focus on that, a killer will become clear. Where it was destroyed, you're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear? Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone. Burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which is the killer wasn't able to get rid of. I mean, it was disposed when the door was locked. I think I'm going to get this wrong. That's the thing, yeah, it was locked. Should we go for how? We'll go for how. Yeah, you're right. You're both right.
How the shirt was disposed of. We should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
Interesting. No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. That's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. Make your argument. Shattered crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
He does, doesn't he?
Yes, you could. If you use this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's because this is their version of just objection. They couldn't say objection without them, like, Capcom. Is it Capcom that makes fucking... I think it's Capcom that makes the game.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Throw it? Got
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
That would be one hell of a shot.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
You could throw something through the gap, but it's made out of glass. Surely they could only make that shot once. Throwing a baseball. You've got it, Foxy. You've got it.
Remember what you said before?
You're connecting the dots. Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain that it was off the last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire.
Yeah, they couldn't get in there.
If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
the ultimate baseball pro. It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because... ultimate fanfic creator.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
Not the killer.
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Yes, lovely Kyoko, I'll do as you say.
And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Would you like to know more? Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of the events of the case in the form of a comic book. Okay. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. This is just like a real court case. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Climax. Oh, this is cool. Okay, right. So... my room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. What? Why does it go that door? Oh, it goes from right to left. Okay, yeah, so they go to the door, they knock on the door. He's ready with the knife. First, when Sayaka attacked the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room. Don't know what order to do it in. This is confusing me a little bit. It's her arm. That's the same picture there, isn't it? The same picture? After the killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what do they do next? Cornered her. Okay, so she runs into the bathroom. She's hiding in there, and he finds that unlock the door. So she They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have done that was... Oh, that's... Okay, so it goes into the room. After she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave something behind. The killer used an item in my room to help dispose of the evidence. I expect this one's quite easy on purpose. The next one will be more difficult. I like how ghoulish the design is. Okay. Reenact!
Killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for.
Jesus.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open.
Yes. Not so much dating.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka.
Freak?
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Destroy!
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Oh, by the way, all the rooms are soundproofed.
and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
That's where you keep your crystal balls. And that's where I keep mine.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Okay, so I get it. So each murder or whatever is going to have some kind of leap in logic that'll link to their ultimate. That's quite fun. I like this.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Boom.
Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
Huge hand.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. The first bullet time battle is about to begin. I've got a bullet time battle? Right. Like no more. Sometimes during class trial, your opponents simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. There's a rhythm game. I fucking love this. Yeah, I love the wackiness. Yeah, of course. I wish this is how they did it. Match your button presses to the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Dance to the death. Did anyone ever play Brave Fencer Musashi? There's a character in that said, dance or die. Press the X button to lock on to an opponent's statement. I thought I was just pressing the buttons when they said press them. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. What? I don't understand. I thought I was just press it when they come up, but no. Yeah. Oh, that was one of my favourite parts of that game, and I'm going to play that on stream one of these days. Dance or die. She was called Topo. Topo. Such a good game. And destroy the statement. Right, so I lock onto a statement, then I've got to press... Alright, I think this is one of those things where I'm going to have to see it to get it. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll get a combo. Keep it going and you initiate. I'm still a bit confused. Right, on the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. If I've got a target with X, then press triangle. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press triangle button to shoot it down with the truth bullet like any other statement. Dance or die. Execute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you'll run out of time and you fail. Oh, I can't save. Oh, it's worth a try. Good luck and have fun. That explanation was terrible.
The screws from the
When the
door
killer...
lock, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
Yeah, the toolkit. What can be used to remove screws?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Difficult word to say over and over, I imagine. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Some weird rhythm game that I don't understand the controls for.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lied. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
I honestly don't understand what I'm doing here. Right, okay. During a bullet time battle, you will take damage to him. Will take damage to him. We'll just keep on going? What's it mean by X to lock on? As you continue to match the rhythm, you will have the chance to lock onto an enemy statement at this point. Press the X button to lock onto it. Once you're locked on... If I'm looking at the bottom tempo, I can't look at what they're saying while I'm looking at the tempo.
Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
I don't get it. Well, that was shit.
Is this real?
I don't want to give it another shot. I don't understand. You press triangle over and over and over, then you press...
I refuse to give up yet.
I'm just going to look up a guide, because that doesn't make any sense to me. What's it called? Have the buttons in sync with what the movers at the bottom of the screen. You need to push the button. Oh. The person opposite you in the chapter throws words, phrases, black moving things bigger against you. Press one button. The person opposite you in this chapter, Leon, throws words, phrases, the black moving things that get bigger against you. If you press one button, I think the X or triangle. Look it up in the blah blah blah. You lock onto one of the statements, you'll see the pink circle around the phrase. Yeah, but at the same time you're doing it as the rhythm game? Oh, did someone follow? Thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. That's the problem with these kind of games. They over-explain stuff. If it just says, press these buttons, sometimes during class trial, your opponent simply blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Right, so you destroy them. Okay, match your button presses with the tempo marker, yep. Press X button to lock onto a component statement. Gaban are using X to do the rhythm. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Okay, right. Think I've got it?
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use any instead.
Problem is, I find it hard to look up there because I'm.
You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me.
There we go.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
It's totally over-explained. That confuses me, but I got it.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove that.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Did I say thank you for the follow? Thank you for the follow, Foxy. Hope you're with us for. I'm gonna go through all of these games, even if it takes me months.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
do play
the
other
tool
games
piece
as
we
well.
got
Like
you
this
said
weekend, I'm
went
gonna be playing
inside.
a few different games. Okay.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Yeah, it is weird.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Their own.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about
Brain
this,
hair.
then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
Oh, he's going mad. Ooh.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
It's stupid. Yeah. His mind, it breaks. Okay, I'm not sure if there is an S rank, but we did it. We did it, team. That was definitely a team effort there. So, like a puzzle game And a trial game and a rhythm game.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
I know, like, the later ones, I remember loads of different places giving them all 10 out of 10. So, this is just the starting game, so I'm looking forward to seeing where they go afterwards.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Stand there. Okay. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Uh-oh. How's he gonna die, though? Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell's wrong with you?
I didn't
have a choice. It was kill or be killed.
That's
why I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I
was just unlucky, that's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw there. If I was her and saw the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. Have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka? I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said, no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. I knew it. I knew it. At work today, every time I spoke to people about this game, I felt bad. So I ignored her, and I didn't spend... You spend currency to, like, befriend people. I gave them to Kyoko, because she's best girl, obviously. And I ignored her, and I felt bad. Now I feel vindicated. Fine. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she just descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really I do, yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love, the stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
See, she saved me. She's the best girl. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough that I was sure it would leave a bruise. Iron because she's a robot. Someone is a fucking robot.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it. Damn. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were going to give me a good walloping. That's how the other person died. I mean, for those people that just joined us halfway through this, there was two people dead. One of them attacked him earlier, and she died. Just that Junko, I'm not sure if you saw her, she was dead in the gymnasium. She attacked him, and then she got skewered. So you can't attack the bear, otherwise you die. Barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice, I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you not use your very own toolkit? After she had shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back into your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It's not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So
No, that's not. Stop it. I had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? Can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because... that fucking bear. Because the one to blame is him. Huh? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get that what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay for the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Woo! Everyone loves punishment time. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. His butt master, yes. Wow, it is an execution. 1,000 blows. Brutal. Do be swinging. Yeah. I mean, it was brutal enough. I mean, that would have been an incredibly painful death. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woo, extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on? I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this even? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, what you've got to do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Oh yeah, they can live here forever. Well, until they die, basically. Or they can kill someone to get out. And fuck you, why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil, you make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy. Oh, you can see the cat. Every time you type something about it, it's cool because I can see the cat.
Say what?
Oh, in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
But why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a smile on a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. I don't know what that means. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together. You piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills! Chills! Kills!
Anyway, let's get back to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. There's a missing character. There's someone. There's an empty chair. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Koto, can I talk to you for a second? He moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
I'm a robot from space. Oh, before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. I had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? Thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. Just thinking of me? You just can't say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However...
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought. How she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Or maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
Almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the depths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, moving forward.
Correct.
Someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their depths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. Carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. She's in on it. Yes. I know there's at least two... There's two Danganronpas, because I've got them here. Then there's like the Despair Girls, which I think is... I'm not sure if that's the third one or not. And then there's another one, I think there's 4 in total. But then there's also, made by the same people, the Dilemma games. They're good. But I've only played one of those.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. Well. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding, I just have a pretty good intuition. That's what Sayaka used to say to him over and over. He always ended that joke. To be continued. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, got the despair bat. Dude, that was chapter 1. I think I'm about like fucking 10 hours in. Does it say how much I'm in? Is it Ultra Despair Girls? Okay. This doesn't say how long I've been playing. I don't know. I like it when games tell me how long I've been. Okay. Well, I think that's going to be that for tonight. Because it's 11 o'clock almost. Can I just save straight away here? Oh no, I just saved anyway. Because I got to go to bed, but I'm just trying to think when I'm going to play this next. On Friday, I might play tomorrow. I might play tomorrow night. I'm just trying to think, because on Friday I'm getting Ghosts of Tsushima, so I want to play that one on Friday night. Just think of the baseballs. Yeah, so I think I'm going to try and play this again tomorrow, but then I won't be playing it Friday, so it'll probably be tomorrow then at the weekend. I think it's going to be me and Kyoko, because she's the best girl. Yeah. So tomorrow I'll be back, probably about the same time. I hope to catch you all again then. If not, then thank you for coming and watching anyway. I really appreciate it. You're all lovely. You're all great. Thank you very much, and hopefully catch you tomorrow. Take care, everybody, and see you soon. Cheers and gone. Cheers and bye-bye.